Hello, Minnesota Gathering 2022 attendees and future YouTube viewers. My name is Erin Kobernick, and I do person-centered planning facilitation for STAR Services. Some of you may be familiar with STAR through consulting, training, or staffing. For the Gathering's 2022 Gallery Walk, I will briefly talk about the person-centered planning services STAR provides and how STAR continues to adapt its services to meet the needs of people today. Planning for the future is a daunting task for most people. Planning and making action steps can get even more complicated when operating within the system of services. These difficulties are only exacerbated by the worsening staffing shortage. We know that person-centered planning is one way to make planning for positive change easier. Like many of you, STAR is familiar with various planning methods like PATH, MAPS, Liberty Plan, Charting the Life Course, Personal Genius, Life Moves, Picture of a Life, and more. The pictures on the screen now are of past plans STAR has done with people who gave us permission to share. Now more than ever, STAR is customizing each person's plan to meet their current needs and desires. This means pulling in additional person-centered tools into the formal planning formats we saw a moment ago. This includes communication charts, perfect week, matching supports, health and safety, decision-making agreement, working, not working, decision-making profile, and more. When the focus person and their support circle is open to having these specific and sometimes difficult conversations, we can piece together a more complete picture of the person's vision for their future. In the current environment of high staff turnover, a crucial part of people's visions is often the person having staff who truly know what matters to them and care for them as an individual. Person-centered planning can be a great way to capture what it takes to accomplish this from the person's perspective and to inspire staff to be a great support staff. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. Max chose to have a MAPS created to help discover his dream and to share that with his team. Max was surrounded by a supportive and loving circle of people. Sometimes this had a downside, like when Max found himself frustrated when his team would make decisions for him. That meant he was living someone else's dream, not his. So STAR mediated a conversation between Max and his team, what was working and what was not working from each person's perspective. The team discussed what decisions Max could have more control over. Without having the what's working, what's not working, and the decision-making agreement conversations, Max and his team may not have had the understanding it took for Max to feel heard and in control. Incorporating these tools helped everyone get the full picture. Max wanted to share his passion for music by playing in a band. Max wanted to direct his resources, time, and energy to making this reality. Here's another example of a customized plan. Sam is a bright and kind young woman with a passion for animals. She has a history of struggling with her mental health, so much so that it seemed to consume her life sometimes. STAR thought a Charting the Life course plan would best outline what experiences would move her toward the positive life she envisioned for herself. Charting the Life course usually outlines a life trajectory toward the life the person wants, and also outlines a trajectory towards the life they don't want. For Sam, we focused the conversation solely on the positive path and broke it down into specific categories. A communication chart and responsibility chart added clarity to what Sam wanted and needed from her team, and what she would do for herself. So Sam and her support circle explored, what would a happy and healthy life look like for her? The plan captured what positive and possible changes Sam would make to get closer to her goal, taking such good care of herself that she could also take care of a pet parakeet. At the end of the planning session, the graphic recording is theirs to keep. In the weeks to follow the planning session, STAR creates a document of the plan to summarize what was discovered, what positive and possible future does the person want, and what steps will they take and their team take to get them closer to that future. Our goal is to create a summary document that honors the person's story and dream and captures it accurately. If the person chooses to share that plan with staff, STAR aims to make the summary something staff want to pick up again and again because it helps them understand and relate to the person in a meaningful way. STAR does their best to make sure no pieces are missing by combining years of experience with a willingness to try a new approach. Finally, to wrap up, STAR continues to offer in-person planning and has introduced virtual planning sessions, or a mix of in-person and virtual. Virtual planning is great for health concerns, those who are strongly introverted, or people who live out of town. For more information on person-centered planning through STAR services, please visit our website, starsvcs.com. Thank you.